Thank you, Mr Deputy President. I move to take notice of an answer by Senator Ronaldson, representing the Minister for Industry and Science, with regard to the renewable energy target. Mr Deputy President, we have a situation in Australia where the renewable energy target was driving investment and jobs. More than 20,000 jobs in the solar industry alone across the country. Massive amounts of new jobs out there as solar expands beyond rooftop photovoltaics into medium size, out to supermarkets, dairies and the like, plus massive rollout of wind energy, wave energy and so on. But of course, the Abbott government doesn't like it, and the renewable energy target is not broken. Contrary to what the Minister McFarlane has said, it is not broken. The people who are out to break it are the government, and they are out to break it because they want to prop up coal-fired generators, the old economy, coal-fired generators. And in the 12 months since the carbon price was abolished by the Abbott government, the coal-fired generators in the Latrobe Valley have increased their production by 6%. That is, increased emissions massively and increased profits for coal-fired generators. That is the only reason this is happening. So why, Mr Deputy President, would the Labor Party go into compromise negotiations with the Liberals to cut back on renewable energy? I have no idea. There is no need for doing it. No need whatsoever, because the jobs that are going to go are in the renewable energy sector. You are destroying jobs that are already out there and indeed investment. There's billions of dollars worth of investment and jobs sitting on the sidelines that can't be invested at the moment because of the attack on the renewable energy target. The International Energy Agency came out last week and said for the first time in 40 years since it's been measuring this, emissions from electricity generation globally have flatlined in a time when there has been economic growth. 3% economic growth in 2014, but emissions from electricity generation have flatlined. That is fantastic news, decoupling economic growth from energy. And what is Australia doing? Going totally backwards. And how has it happened? Because China and India are investing massively in renewable energy as opposed to sticking with fossil fuels. $1 in every $3 invested last year globally in renewable energy was invested in China. $89 billion and jobs and investment in China. We need to be having that kind of level of investment and jobs in Australia. It's sitting on the sidelines, not investing. So why would anyone, when there is 9,000 megawatts, and this shows how little Senator Ronaldson has taken note of the debate, there is 9,000 megawatts too much energy in the system. So the best way of dealing with it is shutting down some of the old coal-fired power stations like Hazelwood, like Anglesea. Get rid of them out of the system. You don't actually deal with this problem by propping up old coal-fired generators and stopping the rollout of renewables and shutting down and undermining renewable energy businesses. And that's why I asked the Minister for Energy and Industry, because this is about Australian jobs and competitiveness. Do you seriously think Australian products or manufacturers are going to be competitive in a global environment when every other country has switched to renewables, low-carbon economy, and we are trying to prop up old coal-fired generators? You're actually putting people out of work now in the renewable energy sector and into the future in the old economy, because they will not compete as other countries move to more efficient systems, greater energy efficiency and more driving with renewable energy. It is bad for Australia. Everyone is now moving. If you wanted proof that the rest of the world is moving, just look at the International Energy Agency figures, a flatlining of emissions in a time of 3% global growth. That tells you the rest of the world is moving. And the level of ignorance, Mr Deputy President, that we hear from the National Party in particular around this. All they want to do is destroy agricultural land with more coal seam gas, rip up more of Australia's farmland and water into coal mines, shut down renewable energy. Their future is about holes in the ground, dig it up, ship it away, lose jobs, be uncompetitive. That is not the way of the future. The way of the future is to invest in education, in research and development, in renewable energy, in a low-carbon economy. That is the future, and that's why it is crazy to go around cutting the renewable energy target, and I hope that the Labor Party will not do that.